The day has finally come, Sandtown Pizza. And it's right here on Bluff Street, and I'm so excited because this place is incredible. Everyone's been telling me Sandtown Pizza is where you gotta come for some pizza, and here we are. I brought my friend Mary Smith. Now, Mary Smith is a food connoisseur. She's been around the world, and she knows great pizza. Plus, she's a little stickler about the crust. So today, we're gonna find out how they stack up. Sandtown Pizza. Mary, are you ready for this?
I am so ready.
Now, we're here on a Friday, so that means we get ribeye. Chris says this is the greatest ribeye in town. Are you ready for this?
Friday, we do ribeye steaks. So the best ribeye in town, I say that with confidence. We get them from B-Bar H out of Cedar City, so they're a locally sourced beef. We always put some type of crazy good compound butter. This week we're doing a cacio e pepe butter, some fresh chives, and then local microgreens. We use Dixie microgreens for the microgreens that we put on those steaks. They're all 16 ounces and market price.
All right, you ready for this?
Oh, you get this plate?
It's going to, I'm telling you, one of the greatest ribeyes of my life. It melted, I'm not even kidding. And sometimes I do. Not today, this ribeye melted. That butter, what was the butter? It was like a garlic butter and the chives or whatever. Oh my gosh.
The Friday ribeye was just out of this world. It was simple, but super soft and yummy, and the butter and the cut ability, like I was cutting that with my fork. So the flavor was amazing, the butter and all the ingredients you could taste together, super fresh.
You know, they say that money can't buy love, but it can buy a ribeye, and that's close enough for me. It's close enough for me.
Are you ready for this Sandtown Verde?
I thought you would never ask. This looks incredible. Oh man.
So the Sandtown Verde, I think it's important to have some style of green vegetable style pizza on a pizza menu. That's where the Sandtown Verde was born. It's a fresh pesto that we make in-house using kale, basil, pumpkin seeds. It's a totally vegan pesto base, which is awesome, so we can make that pizza vegan. Then we follow it with some fresh sausage, mushrooms, fresh mozzarella, and then Asiago cheese and arugula. We bake the arugula on so that spicy bite from the arugula really shines through. A lot of people just throw arugula fresh on a pizza, not knowing that it has so much more potential when it's cooked or dressed in some type of way.
The Sandtown Verde was very clean, fresh. That thin crust just made it easy to eat and refreshing in your mouth. A little bit of sausage on it. It was very delightful. This dough was like nice and thin, and you could tell that it had been handmade pizza. Just the texture and the bubbles and the grill on it. Oh, it was selling itself.
Sometimes you gotta fold it, you know. Oh. The most incredible thing about Sandtown Pizza is their story. They literally started in their backyard, and now they're here on Bluff Street in this brick and mortar building, making the most amazing pizza known to man.
Sandtown Pizza started out actually as backdoor pizzeria. So it was a pop-up right out of my backyard during the pandemic. I was kind of over my job at the time, looking for some creative outlet. Pizza became that thing. It quickly became like an obsession, from just making pizza in my home oven to buying an outdoor pizza oven to actually my best friend being like, hey, teach me how to make pizza, or let's learn this journey together kind of during the pandemic. One day we nailed it.
The Neo Margarita. Now the Neo Margarita is not your average margarita. They make it upside down is what he's saying. You put the cheese on the bottom and the sauce, and honestly, every bite, I had to fold mine in half because I just wanted to sandwich that thing, and oh, so good.
We start with mozzarella on the bottom, actually, sauce on top. So you really get this flavor bomb from the tomato. And then we finish it with pecorino, which is like a sharp cheese, and then fresh basil on top of that.
I love tomatoes, so like as you're eating, your tomatoes are falling off, and it's just fresh, and you could tell it was a little different than a usual margarita, and I think people want that because the margarita is a little standard. So to have a Neo Margarita was really tasty.
And it's the secret to all great wood-fire pizza is the dough. You get that dough just right, and they've got the dough just right, plus the toppings are fresh and delicious and crisp and local and just, it feels right and it feels good and it tastes amazing. Mary, this was so incredible. I am so impressed. I'm blown away by Sandtown Pizza.
Same, it was so fresh, so tasty. We're impressed.
I'm so impressed. And what's on the menu has been brought to you by Casablanca Resort Casino in Mesquite. Now, where's that steak? Only on Fridays.